Now we're gonna go live for
Cause I've been trying to be practical. Let me take a sabbatical. Apparently what I'm saying too radical, and y'all can't stomach.
Okay, good morning. Good morning to all you beautiful people with all your beautiful ideas. Let's talk about solutions today, yes? So, first thing, of course, you know what we got to do. We got to share the live. Let everybody know what time it is. Like, share, because we are, and of course, we're in the Albany Forward group. If you have not joined the Albany Forward group, please do so. You are missing out on a lot of exciting stuff. We always have all the most uplifting and positive information and things going on in Albany. So join the group. And of course, we are monetized on this platform. So if you send us some stars, we can keep making some dope, excellent content talking about the things that matter to us down here in Albany, Georgia, and Southwest Georgia. Listen, y'all, I appreciate everybody that has been shopping with us. Y'all already know what time it is. Today, in fact, is the last day of Tate Week. Today is the 31st. So if you have not shopped online and used that Tate Week code to get 25% off, you are missing out. A lot of folks have used it, and so appreciate all the orders that have come in. We are getting everything out. Shout out to all the teachers that have been shopping with me, doing posters and all kind of stuff for the classrooms. I appreciate y'all. Continue to shop online, easycopy.io. That is the link. Y'all already know what time it is. So listen, y'all, I'm not going to be here long because it's already late. It's after 9. I'm still recuperating from Saturday. I'm still recuperating. You know what? Let's go ahead and just jump into the Wednesday recap. If y'all missed Summer Splash on Saturday, man, y'all missed out. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. I was overjoyed. I was so happy with the turnout. Like, a lot of folks pulled out last minute. A lot of folks, I guess saw the weather report. I had youth groups that were supposed to come out and run. I had other volunteer groups. I had food trucks that said they were coming out. But none of those people showed up. But the folks that did show up, showed up, buddy. The city showed up. Shout out to that, man. Listen, that park did not have a water feature in the park. So Public Works had to actually come out and tap a fire hydrant and do all this special stuff to make this thing work. So there was a lot that went into this that I can't wait to really unpack all at some point. But it was a wonderful triumph, man. Shout out to all the sponsors and the partners that made it happen, man. It was a lot. It was a lot, and a lot last minute that went down. So if you missed it, let me see. In fact, let me go to the Summer Splash page and share, because there's a nice video. I did a nice little video recap. But man, shout out to Perry Ford, who managed my race, and he just took it and went. He just knew what to do with it. So make sure y'all go visit the Summer Splash.
Summer Splash Day. And best of all, thank you for all the splash leaders. Big shout out to the splash leaders. Big shout out to Deal. Big shout out to Turner Job Corp.
It was wonderful. Y'all can go check out the rest of this video. It's exciting. And there's other recaps and pictures, man. So shout out to Summer Splash. Shout out to everybody that did a back to school giveaway. There was a lot going on this past week. So if you missed one of these back to school giveaways, I'm sorry. But it was giving away everything. And at ours, particularly, people were getting TVs and projectors, all kind of stuff. Shout out to the sponsors. Okay. What was it that I wanted to talk about too? So yeah, as far as and then in these streets too, I'm not even sure what else is coming the rest of this week, y'all. Today is the first day of school, so if y'all got kids in school, man, I hope y'all sending them off, and we can talk about this education. What does the future of education look like in Albany? Because that's going to be the main talking point today. The future of Albany here now, since we're starting a new school year, we're starting, the new fiscal years. What are we doing differently for ourselves here in Albany, Georgia? One of the main things that has been talked about is a caucus. organizing ourselves politically around specific issues in a caucus form that we can, and also to nominating our candidates that we're going to support, just like they're going to have with the Democratic convention. I know everybody's been paying attention to Kamala Harris and Trump and all of this exciting stuff, but one thing I encourage us to do with this energy that we have, let's focus this here locally as well. It's all well and good to be excited and invigorated for first Black woman candidate to be, you know, a candidate for president. That's wonderful. At the end of the day, what we all know and can agree on, because we'll have the whole Kamala Harris conversation at another point, but what we know and can agree on is that no matter who's in office, Democrat or Republican, in 4 years, the country will be in a worse state than it is today. We know it, we accept it for some crazy reason. We're going to talk about that too. But what's more, we have this energy that we devote to this national spectacle that we don't apply here locally, where we can actually affect some real change. And so I encourage everybody, I encourage us constantly, please organize your local politics. If you are in a neighborhood organization or anything like that, clubs around here, organize your people. Start talking about a caucus here, whatever group you're in. I'm in particular groups here now that we're organizing a caucus, and we're going to have, you know, input from the community very soon. And we're going to make sure that we outline our issues. We're going to make sure that we talk about which candidates we're supporting to push those issues forward in the upcoming elections. This has to happen. If we're not applying the same energy here as we're applying to this whole local, this whole national spectacle, we're missing the whole object of the thing. So one thing I wanted to talk about is Chad's involved. Commissioner Young. I had a customer come in recently, and she expressed some discontent and some frustrations, I guess, with the progress or lack thereof with things on the South Side. And she expressed, you know, frustration with Young. And I knowing, of course, now how things have been happening, how certain individuals, and I, you know, we call names now. I'm so proud of Young. I don't know if y'all saw Young's last live where he was talking about how they blocked the Henderson project. And that, he was fed up. He was fed up and spoke very candidly and openly and honestly about what has been happening, whereby these individuals, Warbington, Langstaff, Jalen Johnson, Mayor Boduro, are taking political aim at Young, and in some cases Howard, not this forcefully, but they're still blocking the progress that needs to happen on the east side with him and with things that need to happen. So they're doing this. We can see it if we pay attention to these local meetings. In fact, when is the next city commission meeting? They just had one. But if we're not engaged locally right here, where the people that are making decisions for our neighborhoods are being left to their own devices, we're missing the whole point. So we've got characters like Warbington that are, and this is, I have to get all my information, but what I'm hearing is that Chad Warbington is using city money to develop personal properties. Chad Warbington is also to the money that went into Driscoll Park was more so about developing that park because of personal property holdings that he had in the area. And so that's what we have with a Chad Warbington. And the sad part is we had candidates who ran against Warbington in this last election, and they did not get the support that they should have gotten. What I told this lady that came into my shop expressing discontent about Young, I said, the problem isn't Young. The problem is that we have Warbington, Jalen Johnson, Langstaff in these other wards that is blocking the progress on the south and east side. So we have to get other people in those seats. Therefore, if you are in Ward 6 and you aren't happy with what's going on there, organize Ward 6 to support candidates in the other wards that you know will actually help support your representative. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm neglecting the comments, y'all. Let me get in here. Voting block. I'm so sorry. Yes, Miss Blythe. Yes. And doggone exact. Yes, Gio. And listen, I be trying to talk the real stuff, man. But again, we're not going to be here long. I have to make these points, and we're going to come back again and expound. But if we are not organizing ourselves, and we leave these elected officials to their own devices, we see what happens. So everybody's telling me I need to be afraid of a Project 2025. Everybody's saying, oh, you had Project 2025, blah, 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 blah. Project 2025 is happening right here, right now in my community, in my neighborhood with the representatives that I have. Not quite necessarily till they ban abortion and all of this, but doggone it, they are banning progress on the South and East sides, which is why I put Summer Splash on the South side. There was a lady who came to the event and apparently expressed that this was her first time coming and her first time doing a 5K, because she never felt comfortable in the environments of, the where traditional environments that a 5K is run in and how that's set up. But she felt comfortable in this one. She felt comfortable to come out because it's in her backyard. It's in her neighborhood, organized by people that look like her. So representation matters, y'all. And I appreciate everybody that came out again. And there was a lot of first timers too. A lot of first timers, a lot of second time people coming out to run. And this was their introduction to 5Ks. And also, too, I got to apologize, y'all, because apparently the 5K wasn't a 5K. It was a 5-mile run, which is like 8K. I'm so sorry. But they did it. They all did it, including the 50-plus-year-old lady. Everybody, look, shout out to y'all now. Y'all ran 5 miles, and I appreciate y'all. I promise, when I did the mile marker thingy, it was in kilometers. I don't know. Anyway, everybody made it across the finish line just fine and safe. Shout out to that. Next year, it will be, in fact, exactly 5K. Don't even worry about it. What you said, Gio? As long as these 4 individuals control the vote, there will be no change. Exactly. More people have to vote locally. Only 3,000 votes literally made the difference. Yes, exactly, Doc. So, with that being said, reiterate the point. Organize yourselves, communities, and people that are listening. Organize yourselves, because if you don't, and we don't present to our representatives, hey, this is the agenda by which we plan to govern or be governed, they're going to do what the heck they want with their own, devices. And so it is imperative that beginning now, because what's it, July 31st, August 1st, and actually before this month is out, I'm meeting with Young and others about organizing this caucus, organizing the people in a very nice, clean, formal fashion that, boom, can move things forward. And we're finna get some things rolling, because we see the political games that are being played here. And unfortunately, it's at the cost of people's lives and people's livelihoods. And there's no accountability for it. And so when I talk like this and I talk sensibly, for whatever reason, it, people dismiss it. When I raise my voice and I talk crazy and I get loud, then it gets much more dang attention. But I can't be the only one out here yelling, y'all. If we see it and we know it, we're aware of it, we have to call it out constantly. When we see these individuals, whether it's on social media or in person, address these people. Now, again, like I've said many times before, you don't have to go at them aggressively, but you do need to hold them accountable and address them with an authority that says, you are accountable to me for how you've been spending our money, how you've been voting in regards to what's going on around this neighborhood. Because a Project 2025 might be an idea, but unfortunately, the real raping and pillaging of our community is happening right here, right now. And that's what we should be more involved with. That's what we should be more concerned with. I hear y'all. I hear you. Please, if y'all are so incensed about a Project 2025, put that same energy towards your local leaders here and hold them accountable. Because before you even knew what a Project 2025 was, these 4 individuals, Warbington, Lane Staff, Jalen Johnson, Mayor Boduro, have been, have been Project 2025 in your neighborhoods left and right for years. Well, as long as they've been on this board, and before them, their predecessors as well. You got BJs and you got other ones, so listen, y'all, I'm finna get out of here because I got to open the shop. It's about 9:30. I knew I wasn't going to have to be here long too, but I encourage y'all. What you say, G-O-N? You say more than 6,000 out of 60,000 people must vote. Yes, please continue to hammer the point. And so also too, we had New Georgia Project out there at the what was this here? The Summer Splash, registering people to vote. I'm not sure how many names she got. I saw she was signing people up. So listen, man, we out here getting things done. And you know what? Let me also too say in regards to Summer Splash and how the whole thing went out. It was due to relationships. All of that happened, that came together, was due to relationships that I was able to foster with specific people in the community. Miss Sherelle Bird with Sawega Rising, Commissioner Young, Steve Belt with Parks and Rec, uh, who else? Perry Ford, Gilbert and Tosh with Albany Cares, my mama. So these are relationships that came together that brought this community event. Now, the impact of this community event: one, it was extremely cross-cultural. We had white folks, we had black folks, we had Miss Moctezuma. Not sure what her heritage is. Shoot, we had me. I'm Nigerian. So it was extremely multicultural. People came together, had a good time, ran together. We had a D1 athlete, Mr. Shane Fisher, that was there, and he couldn't accept the grand prize because of course, there's NCAA rules on accepting money and stuff like that. Interesting stuff. So we had all of this here at the Summer Splash. These people got to see the South Side. A lot of folks had never seen the South Side before that showed up to this race. Some, of course, had, and this was their backyard. But they were able to see both opportunity and blight and see, hey, this is the neglect that we've been seeing due to the actions of these four individuals. We can't get anything done because they continue to block progress. Why postpone the vote for the Henderson Gym project? There's no reason for it. So, yeah, I keep looking over here because I got Summer Splash still up. But listen, y'all, take action for yourselves and for your own communities. Our leaders, our local leaders, often are hamstrung and aren't able to get things done the same way individuals can that are just acting as citizens. If we pull together and get stuff and get the support of the commissioners and the county commissioners that actually do want to get things done, get progress moving, we can do it. If we want to give millions of dollars to Kamala Harris, that's great. But what are we doing here locally? Like, how are we investing in ourselves locally? Because we see that, unfortunately, there's four individuals that don't want to invest in us in the right way. And so let me leave y'all with this, y'all, because there's people pulling up to my shop at 9:30. That's a blessing. I'll talk with them soon. Get involved. Organize your people. Start talking about a caucus. Start outlining the issues that matter to you in your communities. If it's we don't have lights on our street and we've been talking to our commissioners about this for years, that's an issue. Put it down. If it's our school board is not doing whatever they're supposed to be doing with the money, put it down. If it's whatever the issues is, start outlining your issues, because it's going to take new action steps to actually see different change. We can't continue to just sit back and wait for our leaders to present to us a plan. They don't have a plan. We're going to have to present to them the plan. So I love y'all. I hope everything that we've talked about has been exciting, life-changing, helpful. And if you found it so, please like, share, and comment. Let everybody know what time it is. We're going to be back next Wednesday with a much more in-depth talk about this national news, this presidential race, everything that's going on. And I hope that we see some real eye-opening. Don't continue to just do the same things, people, and expect different results. We have to do different things. Vote third party. I appreciate y'all. 2 fingers.